it's Moose and thank you so much for joining me back here. I have been a little MIA here recently. I apologize. Ethan recently had leave, which is just like vacation for Army people. So he took 2 weeks off and we went home and went to the beach. We went home twice actually, which is kind of a big deal because we live 8 hours away from our hometown. We are from West Virginia, so it takes us 8 hours to get there, 8 hours to come back here, 8 hours to get there, 8 hours to come back here. So we drove over 32 hours just to go home over those 2 weeks. Plus we also went to the beach, like I said. We never got a honeymoon, so we took one. But that is neither here nor there. Today we are going to do a tag. I was actually tagged for the 10 Booktubers Personality Tag. So this tag was created by Alan Morit. I think I will link his channel down below. I was tagged by Made with Books. She's super sweet and she's actually part of my tag today too. I will link everybody that I talk about in this video down below, and I also tag you as well if you are in this list. So let's just get started. Let's do it. First question is, which booktuber underrates themselves? For this, I chose Minja Marie, or Mary. I'm really not sure, I'm sorry. But she is super quiet and kind of reserved. And I don't feel like she gives herself enough credit. Her content is good, I think her videos are good, and she just doesn't seem secure in them. I'm not saying that to like poke fun at anybody. I just don't think she gives herself enough credit. I think she does well, and she should be proud of herself. For question number 2, it's which booktuber doesn't take themselves too seriously? And for this one, I chose Dancing Lawn. I think her channel is very unique. I don't want to say she doesn't take herself too seriously, as in she jokes around and stuff a lot. For me, I chose her because she does a bunch of different stuff with her channel. It's not exclusively book stuff. So for me, I think that's important because she doesn't restrict herself and she doesn't take the whole booktuber thing too seriously. She branches out on her channel. She talks about video games a lot, which I think is cool. I like video games too, and I have put some videos on my channel about video games. So just the fact that she's able and willing to branch out and not just stick to books, I think is really cool. Question number 3 is, which booktuber has an understated delivery? For this one, I chose Dear JT. She is super cool. She does videos with her husband sometimes. I think it's her husband. It might be her boyfriend. I'm really not sure. Her significant other sometimes, which I think is awesome. She's very fluent when she speaks. She's not too loud. She's not too energetic. She can be, but she's not most of the time. But she's still engaging. So I really think she has an understated delivery technique. I enjoy watching her videos, and you probably will too. Question number 4 is, which booktuber has a quirky, rambling style? This is actually the one that I got from Made with Books. She tagged me for this one, and I'm not mad about it because I am quite rambly. I recognize that. I know that. But I don't consider it a bad thing. Some people might, that you're rambly, but I don't. So I hope that Me Simone and I doesn't consider this a bad thing either. She is the one I have tagged for this particular tag, quirk category, whatever. And again, I don't think rambly is a bad thing. We just, Me Simone and I, that's her channel name. Her name is just Simone. But I think we over-explain things sometimes. Like if you show a book and you're like if I show this book and I'm like, this is Caraval. I bought this book on bargain for like $5.65 at Books A Million. Like, do you really need to know that for this video? No, but I like to give that information. Even just this little tangent is rambling as well, so I guess I really do fit that category. Me Simone and I does something similar. She tends to explain stuff behind the scenes, you know, background information and stuff like that. Again, not mad at it. I like her channel. I like her. You will too. And she's super sweet too, so that's an added plus. Category number 5 is, which booktuber reads highbrow literature? For this one, I chose Megan Hannett. She seems super down to earth. I enjoy her content very much. She reads a big variety of stuff. One of her recent videos that I watched, she talked about reading, it's kind of like Hawaiian historical books. They're not, I don't think those were fiction books. She talked about that. She talks about reading the Bible. I know she reads a lot of Jane Austen, so she's just got a big variety, and it's kind of upper class literature. I don't really hear her talking about YA that often, or children's books. Not that those are downgraded, because I read plenty of those as well, but a lot of the stuff she reads tends to be kind of higher in academic level, if you ask me. Question number 6 is, which booktuber has a quiet demeanor? For this one, I chose Made with Books. She is the one that tagged me in this video, and she is quite quiet, but not reserved, if that makes sense. You can tell she's enthusiastic about what she does, about what she makes. She's enthusiastic about books. She's really sweet. So she is quiet, but she's not boring. So Category number 7, which booktuber has intelligence and depth? For this one, I chose my good friend Jeff over at The Burning Page. which is on the Arson Brothers Network. Back when I worked at Books A Million, Jeff and I would have conversations every day about the books we liked, disliked, why we liked them, why we disliked them, books we wanted to read, why we wanted to read them, you know, that kind of stuff. So to me, Jeff really is the person I go to for deep conversations about books. He often has good insight and brings up points that I didn't think about before, so I just enjoy him. Go check out his channel. Category number 8. Which booktuber is warm and friendly? For this one, I picked my friend Avery over at Avery Loves Books. She is super sweet, super warm, super friendly. She's just willing to be friends with anybody if you ask me. She has a very bubbly personality, but she's not afraid to be real with her audience. She does talk about, you know, some anxiety issues that she has and stuff like that. So she is warm and friendly, but she's not fake, if that makes sense. I enjoy her channel. Go check it out. Category number 9, which booktuber is self-depreciating? This category kind of makes me, I don't know, feel weird because I don't like the thought of someone not liking themselves. But for this one, I chose Ripley Reads. Not because she puts herself down a lot, but because she's just funny. And for example, in her recent Reading Rush vlog, at the very end, she's talking about encouragement and encouraging other people who are also in the Reading Rush. And she says that you're doing a good job even if you've read 0 pages, and then she goes on to say this doesn't make any sense or something like that. To me, that kind of humor is just funny. So it's not that she puts herself down, I just think her humor is funny, and it kind of can be self-depreciating sometimes. So that's why I chose her for this, but she's funny. If you're looking for a funny booktuber, go check out Ripley Reads. Last category, category number 10, is which booktuber has a quiet, measured delivery? For this one, I chose Hazel G. Evans. She is super quiet and kind of reserved, but again, not boring. I enjoy her content. I follow her on Twitter. She's very, very active on Twitter, constantly communicating with other people in the community. Her voice itself is quiet, but she does read a bunch of stuff that I found interesting. Her channel is interesting. Go check her out. That is all for this tag. Thank you again to Made with Books for tagging me in this video. I don't think I've ever been tagged in a tag before, so thank you. Everyone that I included within this list, you are tagged as well. You don't have to do it. It's just something fun if you feel like it. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe down below, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll be back here next time, guys. See ya! Question number 4 is which booktuber has a quirky... Maggie's trying to crawl up on the couch. Are you good, Mama? Are you good? She's staring up at the camera like, what is that? Oh.